Thank you, Mr. Tan. He will now take questions. Anybody wants to ask the first question and become famous in history? Any questions from anybody? Yes, sir. Please come forward. Identify yourself and there's a mic there.
Okay, I can just speak. Okay, Mr. Tan, Adli from Berita Harian. The President is expected to represent Singapore abroad. What is your foreign relations experience?
Now, the matter of foreign relations is actually the duty of the foreign minister. But the President represents the people of Singapore. And I actually have got experience being the chairman of an international organization with members from 60 over countries, and that the members manage assets probably bigger than Singapore's reserves. And I've been in that position for 5 years, chairman of this international organization. It's called the International Cooperative and Mutual Insurance Federation. Now, of course, when it comes to being the president, it has to be somewhat different from running a international business organization. But I'm not worried because the president does have people called protocol officers, and it's their duty to brief the president on what to do. But I think the most important for the president is to represent the people of Singapore. And if I could, in the international relations, represent the views of the people of Singapore, I believe that that will be the best contribution I can make.
Next question. This way.
Mr. Tan, Wicket from MediaCorp. In your opening statement, you promised to provide an alternative views. I think many people from the government have said that the president is not a legislative, voice. It sounds like you are trying to provide an alternative view. Do you think there will be clashes between yourself and the government in that sense?
You have heard from several ministers who read the Constitution and say, these are the things the President cannot do. Now, I have also read the Constitutions, but remember, one of my values is positive attitude. I read the same Constitutions and I say, these are the things that the President can do. And I think the people of Singapore want a President who can bring their aspirations, their difficulties, and bring them to the government. Now, I recognize that the President cannot be a second center of power. But that does not mean the President cannot do anything. Because in order to make good decisions, it's always better to have several points of view. The government have to look at things from the government's point of view. I hope the President can look at matters from the people's point of view. And together, through dialogue, through discussion, we hope to get better solutions. Now, the President have got certain powers granted by the Constitution, but besides that, there is also the moral authority. Being elected by many Singaporeans, I would be able to convey through the moral authority the views of the people. But there's also a way to find decisions in cooperation. I would like to work with the government, and I believe the government wants to make life better for the people of Singapore. So I would like to work with the government to bring another perspective so that over time, maybe things can be made better.